All right, what's up, everyone? We are doing our Parents Initiative video for this week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we leave to Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
We earned a trip, so we're really excited about that, and it's completely FREE free.
Yes.
And we're really
Thank you,
pumped about
Jesus.
that. So I'm kind of been in the doghouse because I didn't do anything for our 15-year anniversary.
And you know what? God has made up for it.
Yep, God has made up for it, man. God came through for me once again. But anyway, yeah, we're excited because we're leaving tomorrow, Sunday, and then we're coming back late Thursday evening, and then we're turning around ministering at a church on Saturday and Sunday. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So we're
I'm
really
excited about
pumped.
being in Demopolis.
Yeah, with Eric and Angela Johnson. So we're really pumped about that.
We're really excited.
But all right. So this is going to be somewhat difficult for us because we had something go down in the Cologne household this past week with one of our kids. So we're going to try to do our best to speak from another perspective, but there are times that you're going to have some tough situations that you're going to deal with your kids.
Yeah.
And specifically, there are those times that in so many ways you're not going to know what to do or what to say.
So true.
We've talked about this in previous videos probably several times, how we need to be intentional in collecting ourselves before we address an issue, really process things and think things. That's something that I've personally been more intentional about this year, is just really focusing on my mind and learning how to address situations, deal with things. I'm always, if you find myself closing my eyes and breathing deeply, it is because I'm really trying to be intentional in how I handle something. I'm trying to focus. And so could you give them some insight on what happened?
Yes, one of our kids, I was in the kitchen and they walked up to me and just started crying out of nowhere. Started explaining how they felt ignored and no one wants to be around them and all these different things and different scenarios, which in different stages of life, you begin to face, well, I think all stages of life, you walk through this. I don't care how old you are, even when you become an adult.
Unless you're old.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You still have that to face.
Yeah.
What people think or people are not saying, or if you deal with people that are in cliques that, may not want to be with you because you're hanging out with other people. All kinds of things were going on.
Yeah, so let me remind you to set the stage. I just walked into the situation. I'm like, what is going on? I thought someone got in trouble.
And they're just like melting with tears.
Melting upset. And I was like, what is going on? And I walked into the situation, and the situation was explained to me, just like Rebecca just mentioned a few moments ago, where this person felt neglected. This person felt like people were avoiding them, and they were just really hurt by it.
Right.
And can I just be honest with you? Seeing my child go through that really hurt me bad. Because I know, I'm not trying to brag, but our kids are good kids and they're really easy to get along with. And but to see one of our kids be hurt like this, crying, immediately my mind went to, I want names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a hit list. That's where my mind went. Like, I'm fixing to hit up on some folks. Not physically, just address the situation, handle it, because this is not who we're called to be.
Right.
This is not who. It's not fair for people to go through this, because I've been there and done that.
Yeah.
So how did we handle the situation? Well, I collected myself and I began to encourage.
Yeah.
I didn't demand anything, but I said, hey, you need to learn from this situation. This is an opportunity for you to go through this, because if you can learn how to handle this now,
yes.
at this age, it's going to be easier for you later on.
Yeah.
Because at my moment, I was upset, and I said, I want to cry with you. I want to sympathize with you. And I did in a very loving way. But I told this kid that I was like, look, you've got to learn how to handle this now.
Yeah.
And you got to learn how to address this situation, because this is what happens. A lot of times what happens is we want to fight our kids' battles.
Yeah.
We want to take names and go fight it for them, but that's not going to teach them anything. That's not going to prepare them for anything. You know, your kids are going to face some difficult situations in life, and our call is to prepare them for that.
Right.
Not to fight for them, even though there are some times that we may need to walk with them through it,
Yeah.
but we're not to.
We're here to help equip them.
We're here to help equip them. Exactly. You know, and that's what we're called to do. We're here to help them equip them for those situations that they're going to face, for those moments that they're going to feel overwhelmed, neglected, taken advantage of, even far as being abused verbally, even sometimes mentally. You know, helping them learn how to process things. Do you have anything else to say on that?
No, I completely agree, and I wish I had that assistance when I was younger, because then it comes to the fact of scenarios that you create in your head of why people are avoiding you and all these things, and you begin to listen to those things, and that begins to grow when those are not truths. That's not true. You know, it's something that either the enemy's trying to make you believe, or even ourselves are making believe in our head. So making sure that they're able to look at the situation and really evaluate what really is going on and why things are going on. And sometimes the cost of being even a believer and believing in Jesus and having a certain standard and how you love people and serve people. You're going to be ridiculed, and you may be isolated, and you may not have like all these friends, you know, but what is it worth, you know, in the end? You know, are these people here to build you up in your faith? Are they here to, you know, bring joy and encouragement and peace and comfort into your life? Or are they here to lead you down a different path that's going to be a path of animosity, a path of gossip, resentment, all these different things? So making sure that you're able to step back and look at the situation and say, are these truly friends anyway?
Yeah.
Are these truly people that are going to make me better in my life? Or maybe is this God's way of separating me from those people to make room for Him and more people to benefit my life, you know?
Yeah, and as you were talking, I was thinking about how, you know, those are the great opportunities to be real transparent with your kids and say, you know, I've dealt with this, or maybe say I'm struggling with this as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that not only, it doesn't show a sign of weakness, but it gives your kids hope, knowing that, hey, I may be only 7 or 12 years old, but here I have my mom or my dad that is way older than I am, that they also struggle with this. And you let them know how you deal with it.
Right. How you face it, how you go about it, and how you don't allow it to be the thief of your joy.
We need to be more vulnerable at times. Yep. You know, if you know me very well, I try my best to be very transparent. I try my best to be real. And I think that's important. We lack that a lot, especially in homes as well, because parents sometimes put themselves on a pedestal like they got it all together, and we don't. We don't. We're not perfect.
We're all growing. We're at just different levels of the journey.
You know, and definitely you don't want your kids to disrespect you.
Right.
You know, but you want them to honor you and look up to you and admire you. But I think they will admire you more when you're transparent.
Right.
So I want to encourage you, man. Just take advantage of the opportunities. You know, don't write the hit list. Don't look for
don't call mamas and daddies.
Don't call mamas and daddies. Do your best to teach them in this situation.
You know, what they can control is themselves.
Yes.
And how they react. And so that's what we want to encourage you, is to teach your children that they're responsible for themselves and responsible on how they react to the situation or how they allow it to affect their lives. Yeah,
so we're listening. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Just feel free to reach out to us anytime, Messenger. For those of you that have our number, text us, call us.
Right.
You know, if it's prayer. I just had a mom reach out to me the other day that was struggling with her kids, and I gave her some book recommendations, told her I'll be praying for her, and just gave her some advice, and that's what we do, and that's what we're here for.
Also, if you wouldn't mind, go to our YouTube page and
Subscribe.
Subscribe. That's what we wanted you to do. Subscribe or share this video. That way it can be
We
a
can reach
blessing.
more people.
Be a blessing to someone else as well.
And also, if you'd like an update, we've got our display. You could probably see that on our pictures. You just do some scrolling on
Yep.
our pages. We got our display. We're over 50% of what we needed to raise.
Yeah.
So we're that's moving and trucking along, and we'll
Right.
put the link here at the bottom of this in the comments below if you'd like to give towards that. Book is in second edit right now, and it should be done hopefully pretty soon, where we can look over it. So we're looking at the fall that this book will be coming out,
Yeah,
Parents
so
Initiative Books. We're
excited
really
about that.
excited about that. So thank you for your prayers. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video in its entirety. I know it's usually longer than usual, but hey, it's a huge topic, and we really wanted to make sure we covered it effectively.
Yeah.
So we love you. We
love
thank
you.
you and appreciate you. Bye-bye.